Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Kicking off today with a Celtic player, goes by the name of Tierney. Now, Tierney is 19, he plays as a left back, and this is a position that seems to be coming up over and over again. Arsene Wenger said to be eyeing the Scottish international as a long-term replacement for possibly Kieran Gibbs, who a lot of people seem to be suggesting will probably leave in the summer because he wants to get regular first-team football, and he hasn't been getting it this season. And when he did come in this season, he's done well, but then he's been out injured. Should be back for the weekend, by the way. But Tierney, very talented player. Other clubs looking at him as well, like Manchester United. And Wenger said to be a real admirer of this kid, and he's been linked very heavily with a move to Arsenal today. Definitely wouldn't be anything I feel that will be happening in the January transfer window. None of those left backs are going to be leaving. And remember, we've just bought Cohen Bramall, who can also play in the left back position. So nothing I think that will be happening in January, but maybe a long-term guy, maybe in the summer. We'll have to wait and see. This next link, as we've heard about this link already so far this season, is back again today. Tierney Krychowiak. He plays for PSG, 26, defensive midfielder. Now, he was linked to Arsenal forever when he was playing at Sevilla. A lot of people were like pleading with Arsene Wenger, go out there and get this guy. He's a defensive midfielder, what we need. We didn't get him. He ended up going to Paris Saint-Germain. Hasn't been playing too badly, but recently I think he got a knee injury and he's been out of the team a bit, and you know, it looks like him and the manager, and it's not quite syncing between the two, and there are a lot of suggestions that he's surplus to requirements, and the Sun saying today that Arsenal will move for him. But again, I don't think this is one that will happen. We're flushed in that area in the defensive midfielder department. What have we got? We've got Mohamed El Neni, we've got Francis Coquelin, we've got, you know, Granit Xhaka. You know, for once, we've actually got a lot of players who can play that defensive midfielder position. So the Krychowiak thing, which wouldn't be cheap, I just can't see happening for now, but he's been linked. Now, next one's a really interesting one. This kid goes by the name of Samper. Now, Samper, he's a Barcelona player. He's not actually at Barcelona at the moment. He's actually on loan at the moment at Granada, but he is a Barcelona player and he's 21. Now, he was linked heavily last season with Arsenal, and he's confirmed that during the summer, he rejected a move to Arsenal, and his quotes were, "I did not want to listen to Wenger. I told him clearly that I wanted to stay. I wanted to succeed at Barcelona." So we were linked with him, sort of, it's a midfielder, sort of defensive midfielder. Sergi Samper turned down Arsenal during the summer. He's been at Granada, struggling at Granada, by the way. He hasn't been playing very well at Granada. He's been sort of struggling. So maybe he's done us a favour by turning down a move, but he's come out and been pretty sharp and abrupt. I don't know, it could have been lost in translation a bit, but pretty sharp and abrupt in that I didn't want to come to Arsenal and I did turn down making that move. And I remember right throughout the summer, he was being linked heavily on many occasions, and it just goes to show sometimes, you know, you hear a lot of rumour sometimes and it doesn't end up happening, and a lot of people will be like, oh, why did you even talk about it, Robbie? Look, that never happened. But what it is, a lot of times, some of these rumours are true and approaches have been made for the player, and at the end of the day, if the player doesn't want to move, it's point blank and saying, listen, I don't want to leave Barcelona to go to Arsenal, I want to stay, then, you know, they end up staying at a club. But that doesn't mean that the rumour and the link wasn't wrong. And as I said, I remember this one right throughout the summer, Sergi Samper, and it turns out now that it was a genuine link. So sometimes just because a deal doesn't come off doesn't mean that, you know, it's not a genuine link. I know that a lot of links can be total rubbish, right? And, you know, we get a lot of them on the show. And I saw a guy in the comments, you know, saying to me yesterday, why comment on it? And as I said yesterday, that's what we're here to do. We're here to comment on it, and we're here to, you know, have a look at what's a genuine rumour from what's a load of rubbish. And you get a bit of both. But sometimes rumours that you don't think there's anything in, there is. So that's why it's always interesting to take a listen and find out about these rumours. But Sergi Samper not leaving the club. Now, what about Alexis Sanchez? We may as well call this Alexis Watch, because on every single day so far of this January transfer window, there's been a link with Alexis Sanchez. Now, the rumour today now is that Chelsea are interested in Alexis Sanchez. If Costa goes, they might make a big move for Alexis Sanchez. Now, I don't care how much money Chelsea offer. Arsenal will not be selling Alexis Sanchez to Chelsea. They're not going to sell Alexis Sanchez to any other English club, even if it means the contract has to run down to 0. And, you know, I have it on good, you know, listen, not to say that it would be impossible to happen, but I have this one on good authority that they are not selling him to another English club. Not Man City, not Chelsea, not Man United. None of them. He's not for sale to any of those clubs. As a matter of fact, not to sell to any clubs in Europe. The main contenders are the Chinese. And now with this new sort of, you know, rule that's come in China, you can only have up to 3 players per team. Maybe that's kind of ruling that out as well. So things moving in favour of a new deal getting done. But we just want to get it done because these rumours persist. The other one today on Alexis Watch is the one with Miralem Pjanic again. That one's back. That Juventus want to swap Pjanic for Alexis. Again, you know, this one's according to Tutto Sport today. Again, I can't see, well, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Not going to swap Alexis for Pjanic. But those are 2 more rumours. And as I always say, until we sign Alexis up and he signs on that dotted line, these rumours are going to persist each and every day. When you've got a world-class player like this, rumours are going to come like this every single day. Time to get into the comments. Just before I do, I've got here a copy of a brand new football game. It's called Football Billionaire. All right. It's a game where it's sort of like a football trading game. Brand new game this, right? That's out there in the shops. I'll give you more details of it on tomorrow's show, but on tomorrow's show, I'm going to be giving you a chance to win this, all right? So you can win this Football Billionaire. What I would like you to do is, if you've got anything to say on transfer rumours, or if you've got anything to suggest, a player that you suggest Arsenal should go out there and sign for this window, send me in a short video clip, right? No more than 10 seconds. Just telling me who you think Arsenal should go out there and sign, or what you think about the January transfer windows. Send them into ArsenalFanTV at gmail.com. The link will be in the description. And the best of them we will put on the show tomorrow. And the best one is going to win this. The Football Billionaire. Actually going to do a video where we play this game, right? Because it's a real good game, right? So, and I'll also put a link in the description as well if you want to get hold of this game as well. But it's the Football Billionaire. All right, now let's get into a couple of comments. Paul Pert-Smith says, I'd rather wait until the summer for Mahrez than take Payet. And Mahrez not been having a great season, although he did score a couple of goals in the African Cup of Nations the other day. But, you know, Mahrez not been having a great season, but he is a quality player. We do know that. Matthew Harvey says, great show today. I'm happy to see that Per Mertesacker has signed a new 1-year extension, as he's a leader both on and off the field. Also, having a World Cup winning centre-back as backup isn't the worst thing to have. I'm happy with that. So that was on talking about, you know, Mertesacker signing. The Real Gunner says, so by your logic, if the sun... Right now, you know, let me put some context on this before I read this. So remember yesterday I was talking about... there are some people who say, well, listen, why do you mention some of the rumours when they're ridiculous? Well, as I said yesterday, that's exactly why I mention them. Because this show is all about talking about players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Doesn't mean we're going to sign them. Doesn't mean we're not going to sign them. Doesn't mean that Arsenal haven't made an approach, as I said earlier, you know, when talking about that kid from Barcelona, right? But what we do on this show is we take a look at those rumours and we try to decipher whether it's a, you know, a fair shout, something that maybe Arsenal are pursuing, or whether if it's rubbish, I'll say it's rubbish, right? And that's why we talk about it, right? if, you know, this is why we mention it. So listen, going back to this guy, the real gunner, he says, so by your logic, if the Sun came out and said Arsenal are going to sign Bale, Thiago Silva and Neymar, you're going to report on it even if it's a load of BS. Makes sense. Yeah, that's right. Makes sense. If the Sun come out and said Arsenal are going to sign Neymar, that would be a big story. That would be big in the papers. That would be big on every YouTube page, on every, every website. That would be big all over Twitter. And I will come on this show and I will talk about it because it's a big story of the day, big rumour of the day. And I will say that in my opinion, at this period in time, Neymar will not be coming to Arsenal. It is a rubbish rumour. So, mate, yeah, you're right. It is exactly what I would do. All right. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let me get one more. No. Got a lot of Chelsea fans on here today, man. What's up with these Chelsea guys? What? I think they're getting a bit worried about Arsenal, you know. I think, you never know when we go there. You never know. Robbie, are you trying to make yourself into a meme, mate, with that intro? It's already been memed. It's already been memed. When you're on YouTube, you get memed. That's it. Goes with the territory. Thanks for watching the show today. And don't forget, we'll be back right about the same time tomorrow.